will not accept a life I do not deserve. What's up, my fellow creepers and things that go bumping tonight? Welcome back to another episode of Creature of the Night. I am your host, Toxin. In the neighborhood center, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button, ding that little bell to let you know every time I upload, so you can keep up to date with me, guys. Yes, guys, it's here. Mia Goth is back at it again in the latest installment of the X universe. Ladies and gentlemen, MaxXxine. If you're not familiar with the X universe, I strongly advise that you go watch X and Pearl being a prequel to all this. Although at the same time, you necessarily don't have to watch it, just because this film does such a great job of reminding you and giving you flashbacks and glimpses into the past and the other two movies to let you know like where this storyline is coming from and what MaxXxine is up to date with. So I think it did a pretty good job of keeping like those who are not familiar with it in the loop and making them, you know, just ahead of the game. But again, I do advise it just because they are such great movies. I love X, and Pearl was just like the cherry on top for it. But now that it's a trilogy with MaxXxine, MaxXxine is no longer spoiler review, guys. If you want to check out my spoiler free review, check the description down below for my link to my TikTok, and make sure you go follow me over there and ding the bell to let you know every time I upload. I usually keep them hand in hand. But MaxXxine Miller is no longer MaxXxine Miller. She is MaxXxine Meeks. Now she is fulfilling her dream. She's a big time porn star. She's not big in Hollywood, but she's really well known and she's making money. She's doing okay for herself, considering where she came from with all the mass murdering and everything that happened to her on that farm. Again, I can see why you would want to change your identity and not be associated with those crimes. But this film, guys, it's gritty, it's funny, it's retro, it's scary, it's just all around. It's Mia Goth. I love it. She gives us everything we have expected from her and more. I love this film. It's so gritty. Even the way it's shot, it just makes you feel like it's really retro. The graininess in the film work, awesome. The costumes, the cars, the lingo, the VHS stores, it was just all there for me. The retro, it hit every point. And even like this gave me the vibes of like the old school 80s slasher films, when there's not too many killings, but when there is killings, it is gore. It is gore to the max. I think even one kill that she does when somebody's trying to rob her in the alleyway, but she is not a person to be trifled with, as she demonstrated in X. And then coming from X to now MaxXxine, she's very hardened. She's seen some shit and she's willing to take on the world when she needs to. She gets this guy to strip down and literally steps on his balls and dick. Forgive my language.
What did he say?
With her heel, and it bursts and you see everything. The shotgun rifle shot to the killer's head, point blank, you see everything, and I am for it, guys. This film, again, it's a continuation, so you see where she's at now. She's landed a major role in a horror film, and now she's trying to make it big time. She's trying to get out of the porn industry. She's trying to make her for herself, because she admits that she's getting older. She can't do this forever.
Me, you know, I'm 56 years old.
Damn. I'm sorry.
So I am for it, and I love the fact that this takes place around the Night Stalker time.
What?
I love that. I don't know why we're fascinated with serial killers. It is just a thing. Sue us for it. I don't know. But we are fascinated with it. And kudos to them for actually showing the live footage of when they actually caught the guy. Richard Ramirez? Yeah, Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker, when they actually captured him and all his live footage. I was there for it. But this, like, we see that now you cannot outrun your past. It eventually catches up with you. So I love that. And I was really confused at the very beginning when they show this little girl like reciting for a church, like, I would not accept the life I do not deserve. And she's like trying to sing in the church choir or something like that. Some weird guy, he sounds a little bit molestily, a little pedo at the beginning while recording her. It turns out to be her father, and we later find out that it's her. So yeah, wow, it's a long ways from there. And I think this film hits the nail on the head with the 80s as well. Not with just the detectives, them being funny and being canty like we've seen in the 80s detective shows, but the fact that they say Hollywood was evil at the time, or maybe it still is evil, who knows, but that Hollywood steals your kids, corrupts them, and turns them into demons.
What?
So we see that her father actually turns out to be the killer at the end, killing all her friends and taking everything that she loves away from her to make sure that she remembers her past and make sure that she basically tries to repent and for all her sins and like, okay, you can move forward, but you got to remember everything that you did, and we're going to take all that you have in this life so that way you could come clean. I thought it was crazy seeing that it was her dad, but heavy religious again, Hollywood being evil and being corrupt, that she tried to save his daughter, but twisting the word of the Lord and the Bible and all that to fit their means. Again, who's really evil? Hollywood, the people who twist religion for their own what is the word I'm looking for their own gains and needs in life. Who knows? But it was there, guys. I love it. I'm not gonna say this movie was perfect. There was some things that you could improve on, but honestly, not a lot is coming to my mind that I can say that it needed to improve on. Again, the music was great. Everything, in my opinion, was great. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. 2 thumbs up in my opinion, just for me. It got the 80s, the soundtrack, everything. I loved it. The nostalgia for me is what I really loved. The feel again of the 80s and the old school horror and slasher films that we all grew up knowing and love was there. So yeah, guys, make sure you go check it out. I know Long Legs is about to drop. Expect my review from there. Keep an eye out for my spoiler free and my spoiler review. Yeah, guys, like I always say, especially in this film and in Hollywood, if you're not sinning, you're not having fun. Beware the moon, guys.